The whole reason Mike Zimmer was brought in to be the defensive coordinator for the Cowboys, he has a great history against the Shanahan tree. And I know the Shanahan tree, when you say Shanahan tree to a Cowboy fan, it's like, oh shit, hi the kids, hi, whoa, Shanahan tree, whoa. Like, it's like, you can't say it. Exactly. Play it again, Steve! Play it again! Steve on the boards.
You go, boy.
Whoa, hey, this a vibe, nigga, whoa, woo, secure the bag, I need more, hey, 3P, Jordan, whoa, woo, I can't keep it on the low. This a whole vibe, I don't need a plug, no cosign, thinking out loud, that's a gold mine, mask on, yeah, COVID-19, baby mama, yeah, looking like Rihanna, rest in peace to George, rest in peace Brianna, still kicking like Van Damme, with my niggas in Amsterdam.
Give me all the drops, give me all the drops.
You go, boy.
Woo! Yes, keep them coming. All the Yassies, all the Dom DeMarcos. All the tell me when I'm telling lies. Can I get the band is back together? Give me a Kevin Nash, please.
The band is back together.
One more.
The band is back together.
Tell me when I'm telling lies.
It's your boy. You go, boy.
You go, boy.
Yes, Sirski. This is the U-Goboy podcast, live from Bravery Studios.
Bravery up.
This is Sports Talk. You don't see Mongo. Love you, buddy. He couldn't make it today, but I got some heavy hitters filling in for him. To my left, not Pablo Escobar, Pablo Enrique himself, Jason Enrique. Yeah. The best hair in the world of podcasting. Oh.
Look at that flow.
I've got the urge, herbal essence, eat your heart out. And to my right, the sizzle one himself, D-Sizzle. Yes.
This is how I want to start my Friday night.
Where my
dog's at?
Dom DeMarco.
Let's get it. Good energy. There we go.
So it's NFL season. You know, we got the Jets. We're gonna get some Jets talk here. We're gonna get some Dallas Cowboys talk here. Some New York Giants talk here. Oh yeah. So, but real quick before we start, round of applause for all the subscribers across all the channels. And a big shout out to all the followers on Instagram. We have a video that went viral a few weeks back. I was talking about Dak Prescott, go figure. Okay. And it hit over 680,000 views by itself.
What else?
On Instagram.
The sky's blue?
Yes, Dom DeMarco. Yes. So, fellas, how we doing?
I'm doing well. I can't complain. How about yourself, Jason?
It's funny you mentioned that.
He brought props, folks.
Patriots, come out and play.
Little foreshadowing. We'll recap that Jets Patriots beatdown in Jersey. Everybody in the state of New Jersey was there. Ray Romano, the ghost of James Gandolfini. Everybody was in attendance at MetLife. MetLife was definitely, you can make it as green as you want it to be. Shout out to Joe Paningo, he was there. I told you, gang's all here. But we're gonna start. We're gonna kick things off. I'm wearing a special hoodie. You might not be able to see it in 4K, but the hoodie reads, "Can I get a tell me when I'm telling lies?"
Tell me when I'm telling lies.
And it's about that time. I don't know what time it is. Oh yeah, it's clobbering time. Can I get a pipe bomb? Give me 10 pipe bombs. Keep them coming. Keep them coming.
When I'm telling lies.
Keep them coming, Steve. Keep them coming. This pipe bomb is brought to you by First Class Second Place Podcast. You can get it wherever you get your podcast, as well as your podcast as well. I forget.
We got the Bear Pong in the building. Bear Pong is still standing strong.
Yes, sir.
Indeed.
Beer Pong Sports?
Yeah,
Beer Pong Sports. Yes. So, fellas, the Dallas Cowboys had a game last week. I caught it. I caught some of it. And Lord have mercy. The Saints, I don't know if you guys know this, Alvin Kamara is still running in Dallas. He's still, you can't tell me I'm telling lies. He's still running in Texas. Yes.
Tell me when I'm telling lies. Derek Carr is the new coming of Joe Montana.
Who'd have thought? And it's funny, I don't know if you guys knew this, Aaron Jones is still running in Dallas with the Green Bay Packers. Still running. And I don't know if you guys knew this, C.J. Anderson is still running for the Rams. Because the Dallas Cowboys have not been able to stop the run in about 6 years now. And it reared its ugly head yet again as the Saints put it on Dallas. They have a game upcoming against the Ravens. We'll get to that when we do our previews for Week 3. Oh, yeah, the 0-2 Ravens. Got to say the whole thing like Trop Call Quest.
Say the whole thing.
I'm going to... I've got Punk's hoodie on, and I'm just going to say this. The whole reason Mike Zimmer was brought in to be the defensive coordinator for the Cowboys, he has a great history against the Shanahan tree. And I know, the Shanahan tree, when you say Shanahan tree to a Cowboy fan, it's like, oh shit, hide the kids. Whoa, Shanahan tree, whoa. Like, it's like, you can't say it. Exactly. Play it again, Steve! Play it again! Steve on the boards. You can't say Shanahan tree 3 times in a mirror to a Dallas Cowboy fan, or else like Kyle Shanahan shows up. I like that.
I love that.
I like that. So, but yeah, when I found out that Clint Kubiak, who's on the Shanahan tree, play the music. Once I found out Kubiak from the Shanahan tree was the OC of the Saints, I was like, this is a loss. This is a loss. Wow. We had Alvin Kamara, who again is still running in Dallas. He ran for God knows over 150, caught a screen pass, scored on that. It was the Saints scored touchdowns on their first 5 possessions, something crazy like that. So again, Mike Zimmer, you were hired to stop the Shanahan tree, which is what you do. And what do you do in Week 2? It was an embarrassment, fellas. Fellas. First D Sizzle. What the hell happened?
So I was expecting a shootout, honestly.
Same.
And Marshawn Lattimore was out that game, correct?
He was.
I expected to score literally about, if not 28, 35, maybe 35 all going into overtime. I really did expect that. But what is it that you think Dallas, when they came out so flat, what was it? Because you know what? It's one thing to let up points on defense, but you still got to score points on offense.
Agreed.
What do you think that's about more so?
I think the offense, the lack of the run game is in flux. They don't know what they're doing. We were sharing memes. They have Martin Lawrence and Eddie Murphy from Life at running back right now. Give me 10 savages. Give me 10 savages. Like honestly, like
Jets legend Dalvin Cook.
Jets legend. Yeah. Every time Zeke runs the ball, I hear live. That's what I hear, bro. Like we didn't draft the running back, and they've got more questions than answers at running. And I think that Dak is the type of quarterback that he's shown in his career. Without a run game, it's spooky. Yeah. He's a very up and down quarterback. When he has a run game, he's a top 10 quarterback, as we all know here who follow football. Right. So I think that there's a reason why they were settling for field goals, because they moved the ball. They scored on 4 of their first 5 possessions. They were scoring, but while New Orleans was scoring touchdowns, Dallas was kicking field goals.
Correct. At least you guys got to do that. I didn't see that from my team this past week.
That's a savage.
That's another story for the second part of the segment.
We'll get to that.
Exactly. Yeah. So the issue with Dallas is the run game offensively. The offensive line, obviously they're starting 2 rookies in Cooper Beebe and Tyler Guyton, but until they figure out what the hell they're doing at the running back position, if it's Life back there with Martin Lawrence and Eddie Murphy, they're going to have to make a trade, because Dak needs a run game, and that hurt them. It can't. And again, they didn't have Jake Ferguson either at tight end.
That's right.
No, Baby Kelsey.
No,
so it's really CeeDee Lamb and a bunch of number 4 guys.
That's a fact.
So that's the issue. And going up against the Ravens, foreshadowing, that could also be an issue as well. But that remains to be seen.
Yeah, I mean, to me, at the same time, not just the players on the field, but it always, football is all about coaching as well. And this is just another classic case of Mike McCarthy not able to make adjustments in game. They may have a solid game plan. They trust Dak with the arm, and they're trying to get the run game going. Their defense is still stout. CeeDee Lamb is still one of the best wide receivers. But when they're in trouble, when their game plan doesn't go according to plan, they have a hard time making adjustments. I've seen this before with Mike McCarthy in Green Bay, and it seems like he's still following suit in Dallas.
Tell me when I'm telling lies. Tell me when I'm telling lies. Tell me when I'm telling lies. I've got the hoodie. So yeah, it was an embarrassment. Derek Carr is not. he's not who he shows. He's not. We know who Derek Carr is. And by the way, that $14,000 he got for grabbing his crotch, he's a jackass for that. I'm just gotta say it. I'm just gotta say it. Like, bro, that was so corny, bro. Like, what are you doing? Michael Jackson moves, dog? Shit, probably doesn't even listen to Michael Jackson. Like, honestly.
Questions that need answers.
Exactly. So, but again, once again, round of applause. That pipe bomb was brought to you by First Class Second Plate Podcast and Beer Pong Sports, available wherever you get your podcast.
Tell me when I'm telling lies.
Yeah, love you, Phil. Okay, so let's keep things moving because we got to hit overdrive on this episode. I think it's about the time. Do we have a Jets drop back there? Do we have a JETS Jets drop back there?
Look at that gangrene.
Look at that gangrene
on a Thursday night.
Look at this guy.
Whether you like it,
give me Ric Flair. Give me some Ric Flairs.
Yes,
Give me some Ric
Whether
Flairs.
you like it or don't like it, learn to love it.
Because it is the best thing going today. So, a quick round of applause for Mr. Peyote himself, Aaron Rodgers. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. Listen. I was very, very, very impressed. He looked sharp.
Yes.
He looked sharp. He looked crisp.
Mm-hmm.
He looked like vintage Aaron Rodgers out there. He was moving very well. My question was mobility. How's he going to move around in the pocket?
Right.
Every time he hit the ground, I kind of cringed a bit. I'm just like, how's he getting up?
I'm clutching my pearls every time he gets a sack.
As you should. Like, you've got Vietnam PTSD,
yes,
like every
yes.
Jet fan from the Monday Night Football game. But,
oh my God!
But
Don't even get me started with that disaster.
Disaster.
Oh.
But what I will say is, one more jump and then go. What I will say is, round of applause. Aaron Rodgers gets a round of applause. That was a masterclass at the quarterback position.
I really truly believe that Aaron Rodgers
was amazing.
I feel like he was with Marty McFly. He went back in time to get back to his old Aaron Rodgers self because that's what it looked like. It looked vintage Rodgers. The mobility was there. Yeah. His arm was there. The throws. I mean, everybody was getting like he was like Oprah with the football yesterday. You get a ball. You get a ball. Everybody get a ball.
Because you know what?
I got a stat for that too.
Exactly. Oh yeah. You know we love stats on this. But honestly, I mean, he even said it himself in the post game. Teams are trying to take away Garrett Wilson, and rightfully so. Top 10 quarterback and he's the wide receiver, and he's not 10. One of the best underrated wide receivers in football from The Ohio State. Makes my blood boil to say that as a Penn State guy. The great Penn State.
Shout out to B the analyst.
Exactly. But honestly, all jokes aside, he was spreading the ball around to everybody.
Yes.
To Lazard, Mike Williams. You know, he dusted off his knee injury. He looked good. Breece Hall.
Well, he looked good in the Tennessee game as well.
He did.
Like, he only made one big play, but that play was crucial in that game.
Agreed.
But now this is week 3, and we're focused on week 3 now.
Agreed. And Braylon Allen, who should be a Dallas Cowboy. You're welcome. Yeah. You know what? You're all fucking welcome.
Yeah, what a steal, bro.
Oh my God.
That duo.
The Killer Bees, man. That's what they're calling him, the Killer Bees.
Tell me when I'm telling
Give me another.
Tell me when I'm telling
Braylon
lies.
Allen is a grown-ass man running that football.
Man-child.
Those Wisconsin running backs, man. Him, Jonathan Taylor. Like, come on. Those guys are official. A fourth rounder at that?
Right.
Yes.
And also, this also goes to show this game, and also last week's game shows that when you actually have a legit quarterback, even a competent quarterback, you're going to make use of your weapons. I mean, look, we killed Alan Lazard last year all year because he was dropping balls, he was missing plays, all this other stuff. But when you have a legit quarterback, and it doesn't even have to be elite, just a competent quarterback, you're going to make some waves, you're going to make some plays, and I think that Alan Lazard has finally woken up, and we might owe him an apology depending on the rest of the season. But yeah,
Tell me when
flowers to Alan Lazard. You were trash last year, but you're definitely stepping up this year. But I think that's also a testament to how Aaron Rodgers has really affected this locker room and how those guys surround him. And also, this is a huge win. One of the things I loved about this game also is with the defense. The defense looked like the defense that they're supposed to, but unfortunately we did lose Jermaine Johnson for the rest of the year with an Achilles injury, and that was really tough. He was one of my favorite players that we drafted, and I was always pulling for him, and I was hoping that he would have a big year, especially considering the whole Hassan Reddick situation that's going on right now. That don't even get me started with that one. But yeah, it was really tough to see Jermaine Johnson go down, but you could tell that the core defense was really surrounded because when they got sacks, they got 7 sacks.
Yeah, and McDonald's
was
been an
legit.
He's been
but
an
what
animal.
I loved is every time they got a sack, they did the Jermaine Johnson celebration.
Yeah, that
was beautiful to see, man. I loved it, and that just goes to show the chemistry that they really got brewing on both sides of the ball.
Yes,
with New York,
definitely.
Like the video. Dom DeMarco, give me a couple Dom DeMarco. Steve, love you back there. I'm here with D Sizzle. I'm here with Jason Enrique. I got the Tell Me While I'm Telling Lies hoodie. This is the U-Goboy podcast, live from Bravery Studios. So we got a question. We got a question. Steve's going crazy back there. We got the question straight from my man Mongo from afar. I'm gonna hand this off to you, D Sizzle. Then I'll even answer it myself, and we'll make our way back to Jason Enrique. So Mongo asks, after a true mixed bag of performances through the first 3 weeks, do you believe the Jets' ceiling or the Jets' floor is more extreme than you originally expected?
I'll say I don't think so because, let's go back to last night's game. Some quick stats I have for us today, right? So they had their time of possession last night was 40 minutes and 4 seconds.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's pretty impressive, right? Second, they had 400 total yards.
Yes. That's a lot. That's a lot of yards.
On top of this, there was 0 giveaways and 0 touchdowns allowed from the defense last night. Okay, and then lastly, for Aaron Rodgers' sake, there were 8 different players that received a reception last night.
Yes.
So this team is showing everything that they were supposed to be before last year, before Rodgers got hurt. Yeah. Right? Yeah. What they've brought in on offense to help out Bryce, what they've done with the offensive line. And that actually, last night's game answered my question. With Jermaine Johnson going down, was that going to affect the Jets' defense moving forward? 7 sacks later?
No,
I don't think so.
No.
They definitely proved me wrong if I ever thought that. He's not needed. Like I said, I thought it was going to be more of a situation. He had the leverage. Y'all were going to have to find a way to bring him in.
Yeah.
If I'm him, I'm sitting at home scared now. Like, you know what? I got a decision to make. Either I need to come in there and play on the contract I have, or, let me just not be a locker room distraction. Let me go ahead and see where else I can go. And, shout out to the Jets. As hard for me to say, but as a true tri-state area guy, anytime New York teams are winning, the area is winning. I can't hate. I love what I'm seeing. Let's just keep it up.
Right.
Keep it up.
Give me a Tell Me When I'm Telling Lies.
Tell me when I'm telling lies. Tell me when I'm telling lies.
Oh, yeah. So, coming into the season, I told Mongo this. I think I told you this, too, like a few times when you asked me, like, where the Jets were headed. If Rodgers is healthy, big if. If he's healthy, you guys are a playoff team. I said that. I said you guys are going to be a double-digit winning team. I said between 10 to 12 wins if he's healthy. I said that, and I stand by it. 10 toes down. I really believe that. What I saw last night is what me and shout out to Danash. Round of applause for my homegirl Danash for Under Review. She asked me what quarterbacks from the AFC could knock off Patty in the playoffs, and I said there's only 2 men I trust. One of them is Joe Burrow, who I've seen do it, and I know he can do it, and he should have done it last week if it weren't for a questionable call.
That was a great game.
So Joe B, of course. The second man, it's not Josh Allen. I don't trust him. It's not Lamar Jackson. Don't trust him. It's not Tua, because Tua. You know what I mean? It's one man and one only. It's Aaron Rodgers. It's Aaron bleeping Rodgers.
Yeah.
Like, because Aaron Rodgers is gonna walk into Arrowhead and like, I already got a Super Bowl. I got this. I can do this. Like
two MVPs on top of that?
2 MVPs.
Yep.
2 MVPs. Like he is that. This man has kept me up at night. He's done plenty of damage to Dallas, and I'm so happy he's in another conference. So I've seen it in 4K. I've seen what this man is capable of in the playoffs. It's like Omar from The Wire. Omar don't scare. Omar don't scare. That's Aaron Rodgers, like at the quarterback position.
Wow.
That guy when healthy. Like he's him.
Yeah,
so
Jacoby Brissett looked like Bubbles last night.
He really did. He really did. So I said that's a good one. That's a savage right there. So yeah, I fully trust that you guys are gonna win 10 to 12 games. You guys are going to win the division, and you will break your playoff curse of 13 years. It's not going to be a 14th year, bro. It's not. If he stays healthy, it's not going to happen.
I agree. And also, I think that last night was also a statement game because after the debacle that happened in San Francisco in week 1, the defense looked shot. Everybody was already calling for Coach Salah's head. You know, like he's not the right guy to lead us to the promised land. This, that, and the third. These guys don't play for him. They don't make any adjustments. The same troubles that we're seeing the past 4 years are still haunting us. The coaching staff is abysmal. The players don't look like they're in it. They don't want to be a part of the game, this, that, and fourth. And also, like, in week 1, you know, the Patriots shockingly destroyed Cincinnati.
Yeah. You know, Joe B doesn't believe in preseason. I think he should start playing preseason.
I think he should start. Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
because of that, because the Patriots defense looks so stout in week 1, and how they actually almost could have won that game in week 2 at home. People were thinking, like, you know, don't write off the Patriots yet. You know, Bill Belichick and Brady are gone, but the culture is still there. You know, like Gerard Mayo, he's an up and rising head coach from the Belichick tree. He's going to do great things. This defense is really still scared. They still follow the Belichick strategy. But I think that because of that, there was a lot of doubters going into this game that Ryan Fitzpatrick, he chose the Patriots flat out, along with Anita Marks and a whole bunch of other people, because they just think that they're afraid to, you know, talk ill will of the Patriots because of their history and so on and so forth. But I think last night was a statement game that we needed to destroy, annihilate a division rival that has haunted us for 20 plus years, and realize that this is not your grandfather's Patriots anymore. This is a new up and coming team. They're going to need a little bit of time and so on and so forth, but don't count us out. This is not the same old Jets. Currently speaking right now, I don't want to speak too soon. I don't want to get too crazy, but I'm as a long-suffering fan, I don't get wins like this very often. So I'm sulking in it as much as I can.
Drink it in, man. Drink it in, man. That was your first. Let me jump in real quick. That was your first home victory against the Pats since 2015 with Ryan Fitzpatrick. You guys earned this one.
And
you earned this one.
You know what was also crazy stats, since you guys love stats also?
That's what we do on here.
Going into this game, before the game started, the Jets were actually a favorite for the first time since 2011.
Dom DeMarco.
If that is not a statement, I don't know what is. Thank you, Aaron Rodgers. And I'm sorry to do this because I know you think he's a clown and everything, but Aaron Rodgers is a bad man.
Stephen A.
Sorry, had to do it.
My good friend. But no, we're gonna keep things going. Subscribe to the channel. We're here, episode 53 of the U-Goboy podcast, live from Bravery Studios. Steve,
round of applause for 53, by the way.
Thank you, 53. Thank you. Good morning, my neighbors.
Maybe New Year.
Yes, sir. We're gonna keep it going. We're gonna keep it going on here. So, there was a certain quarterback that got benched this week, a former #1 overall selection from the great University of Alabama, a Crimson Tider. So we're going to talk about Bryce Young. And you know what? I don't root for quarterbacks to fail unless they play for the Eagles. So I typically don't. But here's and I'm going to have this meme on the screen as well. There's something about these. It's the meme with Mac Jones. You guys will see it on the screen.
I know what you're talking about.
Currently, it shows 4 Alabama quarterbacks. Mac Jones is a backup. Bryce Young is benched. Tua has CTE, and Jalen Hurts is 2-9 in his last 11 starts. And by the way, has 24 turnovers in his last 11 starts, which leads the National Football League. But I'm not petty. I promise. I'm doing better. My therapist says
Facts is facts.
Facts is facts. That's what we do on here. So, but another, because we love stats on here, another quick stat about Bryce Young. Since 1960, I believe, he has. There's only 3 quarterbacks that have like terrible win percentages. Chris Winke's one of them.
Wow.
I believe Deshaun Kaiser also. Deshaun Kaiser is up there as well. And coming in third is Bryce Young of the worst.
What a list.
Of the worst winning percentages among starters in their first 15 starts. This is since the NFL merger. All right, the merger was in 1966, I believe, something. So we're talking like historically bad football that's been played over the past now season and some change now with Bryce Young. My question to you guys is, let me give my take and then I'll pass it to you guys and we'll keep it going quickly. Again, I said this about, give me a tell me when I'm telling lies. I said this about...
Tell me when I'm telling lies.
I don't trust Alabama quarterbacks. There's something about that program when it comes to quarterbacks that I just do not trust. And the meme, it's a meme, but there's some truth in that meme. They get to the league, and when they're not surrounded by 15 and 20 first round and second round picks all up and down the roster, they look pretty mid. There's nothing, oh my God. I mean, yes, Jalen Hurts had his spurts, and he played well in that Super Bowl against Patty. He went toe-to-toe, but did not win the game. And you saw what he's done in the last 11 starts. He looks like he did in Alabama when he didn't have a run game, and in Oklahoma when he didn't have a run game. It looks spooky. Mac Jones is a backup, Bryce Young is benched, and Tua has his health issues right now. There's something. I don't trust their quarterbacks. You draft the Alabama quarterback in the first round, that's bad stock. All right, that's Enron stock. Okay, you know it's not doing well. So the meme is funny, but there's some truth to it. What do you guys think?
Well,
about Bryce Young?
this is a tough week for Bryce. You know, I didn't agree with the benching, and you know, I try to look at the perspectives from not just my own, you know, from the coaches. Is he trying to protect him? Does he know that his O-line is that bad that he might get this kid killed? So he's sitting him down.
That's a savage.
It could
That's
be,
a savage.
you know. But at the same time, you know, it's growing pains. You know, you drafted this kid first overall, gave up a lot, by the way, too,
and passed on C.J. Stroud,
right?
Yeah.
By the way, on top of that,
you gotta throw that in there.
Gotta throw that in there.
But you know, at the same time, and then even what's going on with his receiving core, I was watching a little bit of the practice footage going into this week, and one of the first things I see is Adam Thielen is catching a jet sweep out of the backfield.
Wow.
This is what you bench Bryce Young for?
That's a savage.
To do that?
That's a savage.
Come on, man.
That's bad.
That's what we're doing now. Keep in mind,
That-
Deontay Johnson still might be on the trade block. Like it's not just Bryce Young. The Carolina Panthers are really showing that they are the worst division in football right now.
Worst organization.
Yeah.
Like dysfunction galore.
I mean, yeah, and from a guy that knows dysfunctional organizations like this gentleman right here, I know a dumpster fire when I see it. And unfortunately, like, this is a series of unfortunate events. Like they put Bryce Young in an impossible situation. They gave him that when they drafted him. They gave him they gave him Frank Reich. They got rid of him before the season was over.
Yeah.
It was a disaster to start with, and he had to basically pick up 3 different game plans going, you know, so far in the NFL, and being in the worst division of football and being with that culture and, you know, the questionable things about the owner and so on and so forth, it's just an extreme toxic situation that's going on right there. I don't even know why Adam Thielen decided to go there in the first place. He's much more talented than that. He could have been a weapon elsewhere, but it's just a series of unfortunate events going on in Carolina, and I don't see it getting cleaned up anytime soon. I don't know what Canales is going to be as a head coach, and I know that he's kind of like he's going into the fire right now, and you know, it's not looking good for him, and because Bryce Young is he's just a result of things that's going on in Carolina. They got a lot of problems on that, and you know, rookie head coach, you know, unproven quarterback, Alabama quarterback, questionable defense. Everything is just going sideways over there, and I would not be surprised if they get the first overall pick in the next 2 seasons.
Yeah, go ahead.
And just adding a little bit of salt to this one, I'm gonna be a little bit messy. It's one thing to get benched going into week 3. I really felt bad for Bryce Young because also on the other side, if you go on X, Twitter, you have his last known ex-girlfriend hanging out with Tyrese Maxey. And the list goes on of who else that she's been attached to. So that wasn't a good look either for Bryce this week. So I really feel bad for the kid. It's a lot going on, but you know what?
In his press conference, and I don't know if this has any weight to it, but when he starts getting a little bit religious in his talk and just leaving it in God's hands, that's the quote, leaving it in God's hands. He's not. I don't think he's talking about his career. I think that his life is just a series of unfortunate events right now. Yeah, not just his professional career. There's probably other demons that are going on right now, and I feel bad for the kid. I mean, he's probably got everything that's going on in his professional life, his personal life, and then he just gets embarrassed in front of national televised audience.
And he got benched for Andy Dalton.
Yeah,
like come on, like. Where's my camera? Like, come on. That's a savage. So let's keep things going. We got about 15 to go. Again, we're episode 53, Sports Talk. Love you, Mongo. Miss you. You'll be back for the next one. He didn't leave the country.
We're just keeping that seat warm. That's all.
That's all. Exactly. Hopefully we'll bring you guys back too, for sure. That's the plan. But speaking of dysfunction, because we talked about we talked about owners. So we foreshadowed it, and we talked about owners who make football decisions. Mr. Tepper is the reason why C.J. Stroud is in Houston and not in Carolina. So it's a perfect segue to the New York Football Giants and a certain owner, Mr. Mara, who put his foot down and basically said that, you know what, Daniel Jones is going to be our Week 1 starter. We're not going to draft a quarterback. We're going to scout quarterbacks.
Who let the dogs
But
out?
we're not gonna draft a quarterback. So D-Sizzle, the floor is yours. You guys are 0-2. The 100th anniversary game against the Vikings. I'm sorry, I can't get out. 100th anniversary game against the Vikings. That didn't go too well. A pick six by Daniel Jones yet again. And then week 2, a very winnable game against the Washington Commodores with Lionel Richie. You guys they didn't score a touchdown. They didn't score a touchdown and somehow got the win with Dan Quinn, who we'll see how long he stays there at head coach for Washington. But you guys are 0-2. What's the state of the Giants right now, real quick?
So let me make this part of the conversation first before I continue with the rest. Keep in mind, as embarrassing as it was for how the Giants lost this past Sunday, they were so close to winning that you have to realize being 1-1 going into week 3 is a whole different narrative.
Facts.
Than what it would be right now.
Facts.
Okay? And they were that close. Matter of fact, I saw 2 different Daniel Jones in the last 2 weeks. The Daniel Jones I saw week 1 was not the Daniel Jones I saw week 2. Okay? Was I more impressed by the week 2 Daniel Jones?
Sure.
I was, because now I was starting to see, oh, you trust your knee. Oh, you're trusting your reads. Oh, you got a dog and you can't wait to get him off the leash.
Get the barks going.
Right?
Get him
we
going.
saw that. Malik did his thing. And, you know, even now I think back, right? Because a lot of people ask, being 0-2 going into week 3, is there any regret drafting Malik Neighbors at 6 overall and instead drafting a quarterback? No, I still don't have a regret. Now, now let's go back to the game plan of what happened with Washington. Going into that game Sunday, that roster is at 52. Keep in mind, you're allowed to have 53 on the roster.
Yeah.
Okay? What does this mean? That means there's one person missing. Who was that one person that would be missing? Going into that Washington game, the quarterbacks were Daniel Jones, Drew Lock, and Tommy DeVito. Tommy DeVito was actually like an emergency, just in case type of situation, okay? Mm-hmm. But the kicker situation. Yes. I rewatched the opening kickoff, right? This is what got me hot.
Let's stand back. Sorry.
I immediately saw the flag come out that I knew the ball was coming back, right? But instead, I see my kicker running full speed like he's running a 40 all over again, pulling his hamstring, and now he can't kick the ball for the rest of the game. What am I supposed to do with that? And now you're telling me we can't kick field goals the rest of the game? Because now my kicker is one and done? One play and done? Come on, I'm putting that on Brian Dable. How you gonna come into that game with you ain't have a backup emergency kicker, no none of that? You just gonna kidnap my kicker? $50 million? Who you think you kidnapping, Chelsea Clinton? Man.
Give me 10 Doc cannons. Load those cannons up and fire the cannons.
Those last 48 hours, boy. We went through it.
I need a clip.
Chelsea Clinton. That's what we're doing. only the best. Only the real here.
I need the sizzle sound effect.
Oh my God.
He just cooked.
Give me the whether you like it. Give me the whether you like it. Come on, Steve. Come on. Give it to me.
Whether you like it or don't like it, learn to love it because it is the
Gotcha.
thing
I think this goes to you, sir.
Yeah, you've earned it. You've earned it. All right, we're winding down here. We got about 10 minutes to go here. So we're gonna go. Love how we get segued from here. We're gonna go rapid fire here. And this episode of Rapid Fire is brought to you once again by First Class Second Place Podcast, Beer Pong Sports. We're gonna go with Things Galore at Etsy.
Love the piece.
Oh yeah. As well as New York Posse. Grab yourself some New York Posse merch.
Can't wait.
Get that belt going out.
Play that Bart Scott again. I need that Bart Scott.
One more Bart Scott.
Can't wait.
We'll go rapid fire. We'll do these game picks. This episode hopefully will be out by Saturday or Sunday or Monday. One of those 2 days, 3 days, depending on how quickly I can edit it. We're gonna kick things off. We're not even gonna skip the games. Cowboys Ravens. You guys pick first. I'll pick last.
Ravens. They're not going 0-3. They're not going 0-3. Not with that talent.
I'm willing to rely on CD Lamb has a ridiculous game on Sunday. I feel it in my bones, so let's see what happens.
Now, is this in Baltimore or in Dallas?
This is in Dallas.
It's in Dallas.
It's in Jerry's World.
I'm still going Baltimore.
Okay.
The Ravens are last in the league in pass defense.
That's a fact.
So give me Cedarian Lamb and the Cowboys. After that beating they received, Mike McCarthy's hot seat is muy caliente right now. It's getting hotter by the minute. There's some salsa on his seat right now. So give me the Cowboys in a very frustrating game that they somehow pull out. They can't go back to back just one losses. I just don't see it. But could be wrong. Anyway, let's keep it going. Got about a couple minutes left. All right, Bears Colts.
Ooh. Bears are kind of hurt right now. Colts' feelings are kind of hurt right now. But the Colts, I think they're more healthy team. I'm taking Indianapolis.
I'll go with Indy.
Yeah, Colts. Colts are at home. Bucks, Broncos. Give me the Bucks.
Easily a Bucks.
Bucks.
Clear,
Come
sweet.
on.
Chargers, Steelers. In Pittsburgh.
Is Russell Wilson still out?
Justin Fields is still starting.
Yeah, I think they're rolling with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the foreseeable future.
I mean, I love Los Angeles, but TJ Watt, man, he's just a beast, bro. And it's in Pittsburgh. Give me the Steelers.
Okay. I think if LA can still have a strong run game, they can take this game. For sure.
I'm gonna go Harbaugh. Harbaugh's on fire. Like it didn't take long for him to do his Harbaugh things, his khakis and his weird sayings and his weird stuff, pushing sleds and flipping tires, all that weird shit he does.
Yep. It works.
It works. Give me the Chargers. Eagles Saints. You know who I'm. You know it's in NOLA. And AJ Brown is out. AJ Brown is out. And as soon as I saw that AJ Brown was out, I said Saints, and I'm saying Saints, and I'm sticking with it.
I'm going with the Saints, and I think that Derek Carr gets fined again for the ridiculous celebration.
Yeah, more stupidity. I keep it going.
I mean, to be honest, I'm kind of banking on Saquon Barkley dropping another pass for the Saints to win. So
savage. That seemed personal.
Savage.
Savage. You did the Kevin James meme, like.
Whether you like it or don't like it, learn to love
my
it
God.
because it is the best thing going today.
That's the biggest hate you'll hear all year from me, by the way.
Okay, your New York Football Giants at Cleveland.
Pipe bomb.
Ooh.
You go first since it's your team.
I'm trying not to be a fan. I'm going to go with Browns by less than a touchdown.
If it was in New York, I would go with you guys. I would. The fact that it's in Cleveland is the deciding factor. I think Deshaun found a little something against Jacksonville. Mm-hmm. And I think it'll be a dirty, ugly, filthy, disgusting game. I don't even care about the weather. It's just I just see a lot of bad football. I'm locked into some bad football. But I think the Browns win an ugly game.
Truth hurts.
This is not saying much, but Deshaun over Daniel Jones.
Okay, all right.
Savage.
Packers Titans.
Oh, this is a Malik Willis revenge game.
Yeah,
in Tennessee.
In Tennessee.
Come on, Will Levis.
Mr. Mayonnaise. Yeah.
I'm going to say, the way the Titans have lost, was it the last game they lost? It was the last. Are they 0-2?
They're 0-2, yeah.
The way they lost the last 2 games literally has been based on the last-minute decisions of Will Levis. If they find a way to really be up, I think Tennessee could take this game.
I think Tennessee's going to win this. If Jordan Love was playing, I'd pick the Packers. But Malik Willis is not good, and he's going to be in the UFL sooner rather than later. So I'm going to go Titans at home.
I'm going to go the Titans as well. I think they actually, after getting their teeth kicked in, I think they get it together this time around. And I think that the Packers are going to be sleeping on them. They might fall asleep behind the wheel.
All right.
Okay.
All right, real quick, a couple more. Texans, Vikings. Sam Darnold's playing really well.
Sam Darnold for MVP, man.
The game's in Minnesota. I'm gonna ride with the home teams. I really am. I'm gonna go Vikings, especially what they just did to the San Francisco Avengers. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Vikings. I really am.
I'm gonna go with the Vikings, but I think it's gonna be closer than people think. I think the Vikings will win this out by a field goal.
Agreed. It'll be close.
I'm going to choose the Houston Texans because I believe Nico Collins is going to have a Justin Jettis type of year. I'm really a believer. And just having Stephon Diggs and Tank Dell as his supporting cast, I'm going with Houston.
All right,
Don't count out Justin Jefferson.
We'll go super rapid because we got 3 minutes left. Just say it real quick and then keep it going. All right, Dolphins, Seahawks. Same. Panthers, Raiders, easy.
Raiders.
San Francisco Avengers against the Rams.
Iron Man.
I'm actually going to take the Rams.
I'm going to go with the 49ers.
Okay. I'm going Rams because Debo and Kittle aren't playing. Yep. And McCaffrey's not playing.
A lot of injuries.
3 Avengers are not playing. Yep. You mean to tell me?
Show me what you got at you.
Yep. So, I'm going Rams. I'm going Rams here. Lions, Cardinals.
I'm going to roll with Arizona's progress so far.
Yeah, I agree. I was going to say the same thing. I think they're riding a wave right now. They're going to keep it up with that momentum. Yeah, Cardinals.
Agreed. Cardinals at home. Actually, you know what? No, I'll scratch that. I'm going to go Lions.
Okay.
I think they're going to run.
It's not an easy one.
The Fighting Dan Campbells.
All right, yes, the Fighting Dan Campbells.
Who would think that in this day and age, the Lions and the Cardinals are a toss-up?
It's got to be the coach. He's got a gambling problem, but he's man and better.
And he's going to sell his house now, but that's another story.
Exactly. Chiefs, Falcons on Sunday Night Football.
Chiefs, come on. That was a fluke. Falcons pulled it out.
I like the Falcons in an upset. I really do. I like the Falcons in an upset.
I don't trust Raheem Morris, man.
I think Kirk Cousins has arrived. I can't even say it with a straight face. Jaguars, Bills. Bills there
in Buffalo, yeah.
And last but not least, the Commodores with Lionel Richie going to Cincinnati. Give me Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
They're not going to win.
Joe Burrow, come on.
Higgins is back 100%.
Mm-hmm. And Jamar Chase is going to be fighting angry.
Yes.
He's playing angry.
Yeah.
So,
Absolutely. Round of applause. This was episode 53. Steve was amazing.
You go, boy.
Jason Enrique's got amazing hair.
Hey.
D Sizzle is that was hilarious. Amazing drop. And we're gonna sign off just like this. That's the belt. That's Things Galore. This is the other belt that kept falling down. There's New York Posse. He's got amazing hair once again. I'm U-Goboy. This hoodie's amazing. We love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Go Cowboys!
Like it,
and take us home.
or don't like it,
Enjoy week 3.
learn to love it because it is the best thing going today.
Peace. That's it.
Whoa. Hey, this a vibe, nigga. Whoa. Woo. Secure the bag, I need more. Hey, 3P, Jordan. Whoa. Woo. I can't keep it on a low. This a whole vibe. I don't need a plug, no cosign. Thinking out loud, that's a gold mine. Mask on, yeah, COVID-19. Baby mama, yeah, looking like Rihanna. Rest in peace to George, rest in peace Brianna. Still kicking like Van Damme with my niggas in Amsterdam.
You go, boy.
Yahtzee.